What about sir maintaining the gender equality in Indian judiciary? अभी ओडिशा हाई कोर्ट में एक लेडी जज हैं, सुप्रीम कोर्ट में शायद 2।
जी, आप कहते हैं वो सही है। उड़ीसा हाई कोर्ट में शायद 18 जजेस हैं, उसमें से एक महिला जज हैं आज। So the ratio is obviously very, very low. Now, what is the change which is taking place today? The change which is taking place today is in legal education. आप देख लीजिए, आप मेडिसिन MBBS देख लीजिए, engineering देख लीजिए, law देख लीजिए, you will find that the largest number of entrants, over 50% of fresh admissions, are from women in the law colleges today, which shows that parents and young people belonging even from the middle class or the low middle class are increasingly opting for legal education. When I was joining the legal profession, middle class parents would normally ask their children to become doctors, then they say engineering karo, और कुछ नहीं हुआ तो टहलते बस law college चले गए. That is changing now. That is completely changing now, because India now is becoming the financial services hub. And with India increasingly becoming the financial services hub and moving away from, traditional occupations, there's a great scope for women. Now, what is happening therefore is that women are entering upon the legal profession through legal education in very large numbers. District judiciary की आप recruitment देख लें आज, not only in a particular state but across India, you will find that most districts where recruitment is taking place in India today, over 50% of the new recruits are women. In some states, the recruitment of women is going up to 60% or 70%, which shows that if you give women a level playing field and an opportunity on an equal basis, women succeed like nobody else succeeds. Right? Now, the challenge, many of these women who are now entering the district judiciary will become high court judges 10 years down the line. 20 years down the line, they'll become Supreme Court judges. Now, for a lot of people, that's too long a period of time. But today's composition of the Supreme Court reflects the status of the legal profession when 30 or 40 years ago. I have just retired in 2024. I joined the legal profession in 1982. So today's Supreme Court is reflective of the patriarchal position of the Indian judiciary in the 1980s and 1990s. So if we have to bring about a change, we have to start with change at the very base of the pyramid, namely the legal education, the legal profession. Now, legal profession is also very critical, because the legal profession is the nursery for appointing judges to the higher judiciary, like the high courts. Now, very often women are discriminated against in the recruitment to chambers. I know, as a matter of fact, women are asked a question, have you already had children? What will you do if you have children? This is wrong. We have to accept that women perform multifold responsibilities in our society. And we have to make sure that we create a profession in which women do not leave the profession when they are burdened with, familial responsibilities. And if we create, therefore, opportunities to women to grow, to prosper, we will have a more equal legal profession. Between 1950, last point which I wanted to make was, between 1950 and 2024, the Supreme Court of India had designated 13 women as senior advocates. Only 13 women as senior advocates. In February last year, in one selection, we designated 12 women as senior advocates. In August last year, we designated another batch of 10 women as senior advocates. Now, these are the women who will be the agents of change. So it's important that as functionaries, as people of responsibility, we create opportunities for women. Not all of the women will succeed, just as not all of the men will succeed. But if you create that opportunity for women, more and more of them will assume positions of responsibility.